That's what it is.
Yikes.
Dude, speaking of that, like, when are you gonna do a show, bro?
I was actually thinking of Shea Cafe.
Mhm.
I'm thinking of that for my first show.
Mhm.
I already have like songs I want to perform, but literally for date wise, don't know.
Yeah, you don't have to have a date. The Shay's
Thinking-
pretty good. They're really easy to book.
Yeah, I just gotta talk to you about that after this.
They're really
Off
easy.
camera.
We can do. Oh yeah. We doing the networking.
And the networking.
They're pretty easy to book. I can show you how to do it.
I want to do that after my album.
But don't do it. Don't do the Shay alone.
Not alone.
Don't. You were thinking about doing it alone?
I think I got enough
No.
people to. I can
No.
get enough people to come.
That's not about that.
Huh?
No.
What's it about?
Maybe I know you have a following.
Yeah.
I know you have a big. Well, I know you have a. I don't know about your like live because you've never done a live show
Yeah,
before.
exactly. Yeah.
So I don't know. You really don't know how big of a crowd you can draw in. Your social media is big.
Mhm.
It's big. Like
Yeah.
no doubt. Like
yeah.
I like if I were to get your social media and like attribute it to like a band I knew, I would say you could have a fan base coming out, but the thing is like I don't know. It's just such a wild card, man. I mean, if a lot of people have been asking, you think you can do a lot, then yeah, that's definitely something that can happen. But like, I know big bands. It's like that even with like your following, they need like 2 or 3 other acts as well.
Yeah.
And also, it's like the Shay charges like around like $10 at the door.
Mhm.
People who want to come see that, especially if it's your first show, they want to see other stuff. They want to see openers.
Facts.
So if you were, obviously like you were considering doing it on your own, if you were going to do it with other people, have other people on, who are some
Probably
local
some
acts?
Yeah, local artists.
Any people in specific? You don't have to name drop them, but like, is there some people in specific that you like that matches?
There's 2 local underground rappers I know.
Mm-hmm. If you want to name me,
Shout out, I'm Taz.
on Taz.
I have a song with him on his account.
Mm-hmm.
He's from Carlsbad. He's pretty fire.
Yeah.
There's this Scooter Kid, not Scooter Kid, but Scooter Homie. I met through Instagram.
Mhm.
Just Zero. He also makes his own beats. He's pretty fire too.
You done stuff with him?
Nah, but I've sent him a couple beats. We'll
Mhm.
see. But he works on his own stuff.
I would say, even if
Local
they're,
acts.
you don't need to do people who have a bigger following than you. You just need people who can bring people in.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
if you know smaller
who
acts
can
that have
bring-
done shows before,
Mm,
have them open for you, and they
Yeah.
should, and have them be like your friends, like it sounds like, and because you want to build a good foundation with other people. No, I don't. Even the biggest bands I know, they don't go out there alone.
yeah.
Nobody does.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's unheard
I
of.
didn't
It's
think about it like that.
it's too much pressure on you.
Yeah.
It's too much pressure on
Gotta
you.
have the openers. Yeah.
And events need to be long. Like
Mhm.
what? You think you're doing like what? How long is your set?
Like 7, 8 songs. What's that?
That's like a 30-minute set.
Not even.
Not even? Like 20
no,
minutes?
man, yeah, I'm gonna think about this more. 'Cause,
Yeah.
my songs are like under 2 minutes.
Queen Bees does a lot of I've seen them do a lot of like rappers, but that's the thing is like a 20-minute set. And they'll have
Yeah.
like 10 guys on.
Yeah.
And people come to those, if they have like a collective community. There's a community you can get into. I don't know it too well, but there is a community. But it's just very interesting because out of the people that I do know that I've heard of, you have a bigger following than them. You have that social media presence, and like
Yeah.
you said, you were the algorithm king.
Took the word. He said that.
Yeah, you don't got to worry about it, dude. And it's like you never did a show, and before I didn't think that was like your interest. You're like, my thing is on social media. This is where I thrive. This is where I'm good. And it's like, dude, I respect that. But like,
Gotta branch
if
out
you think you can do
eventually.
it, then I think it's a fun experience. It's
Yeah.
part of music. But that's the thing. It's not essential for you. You can thrive without it.
Exactly.
Bands have to do it because we can't push new content like that all the
Mhm.
time.
Yeah.
So in order to keep people stimulated, like our way of entertaining is you're gonna come see us live twice a month
Yeah.
if you're like a diehard fan.
Yeah. And Cause and with bands it's different because it's like you're making the music live in
Hmm.
front of them. So it's
Yeah.
like that's the factor. For me, it's just like I'm singing behind the music I already made.
Hmm.
For you, you're just reenacting making it. So it's like,
So it's
oh,
like what?
so it's like what?
Yeah, build up upon
Um,
that.
fuck. It's like I don't know. There's more skill behind it. So it's like, cause watching,
Sure.
if you're watching a concert
It's
of a
more.
rapper, it's like they have to have the energy. They have to perform good to make it really
I guess.
entertaining.
I guess with the means of how bands do that, it's a lot easier to connect with the audience. I mean, you have people with instruments and whatnot, but
Yeah.
that's
Mm.
to me like if I didn't know any better and I didn't know that there were rappers who got their start on SoundCloud and that's what they did, and I wouldn't think it'd be possible for them to like put on a good show. But I know that's just wrong
Yeah.
because I've seen them, I've seen the shows, and it's like, don't get me wrong, it's tricky, but it can be tricky with bands too.
Yeah.
It can be tricky, like your first time on there, and sure, let's say it's a good PA system and it's loud and you're able to back and you're rapping over it.
Hmm.
It can be good, but like, dude, I've seen it fall apart, and
Yeah.
it's just but that has it's with anything. It's with anything. I think you can do it, but hey, man. I mean, I know you're good. I know you make good beats and stuff, but I'm telling you, man,
I need to plan it. Yeah.
first show's gonna be trash.
Yeah. Yeah.
It,
I'm not. It's not gonna be crazy. I'm just
no,
like.
no, no, no. Like it can be good, it can be big, but like as like a performance side of things, everyone's first show, first few shows, trash. So if you plan enough to be like this big thing, it's like, you know, Rexy's finally gonna go do, and then like people are like crazy. Don't expect to kill it.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I
it's-
mean, it's also the Shea Cafe. It's not like some crazy ass like.
you can get it pretty poppin'. I mean, it's dude, it's hit or
Yeah.
miss, and that's the thing about
Yeah.
planning. Is like I've seen like good names on like a flyer, but if it's not promoted correctly and it's not
Mhm.
scheduled right,
Yeah.
it sucks. And I've seen really good planned shows at the Shea Cafe, and that place is electric. It's a good venue. I mean, it's a good place for people to start. Like my dream is Soma. Like
Yeah.
when you play at a venue like that, honestly, everything's built in for you.
House of Blues looks lit too.
House of Blues is good.
House of Blues looks lit.
House of Blues, like apparently the Voodoo Room is pretty reasonable. No, I wouldn't say easy. It's reasonable to book a slot in the Voodoo Room, but